Go.
Hi, my name is Desiree Hackney, and I have worked at Hertz for about a year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so I'm just going to ask you some questions. That's cool. Tell me a little bit about what is your favorite part about working at Hertz?
Well, in our department is really cool because, obviously we get to see everybody come up, and they're like little tiny windows to places. I mean, it could look like this in one place, and then you go somewhere else, and it's bright and sunny, and most of the people that we talk to are heading out to do something fun, so it's always fun to talk to people and see what's going on.
That's really cool. Do people sort of tell you what experiences they're planning to have whenever you rent them a car, or
usually
you kind of ask some questions?
We try to ask questions to figure out what they're doing, to determine what kind of vehicle to put them in. But yeah, once you prod most people, they're generally really open, and we're going here, we're doing this, we're gonna go, yeah, and you're like, oh, awesome, sweet,
cool.
Yeah. They get pretty excited.
They sort of want to tell you about it.
They do. They always do.
Cool. So, in terms of the technology, working face to face with people on a screen, do you find how is that different, I guess, than dealing with them in person, and how is it helpful?
It's different than dealing with them in person. I think that maybe sometimes when they get there, they've been traveling all day, they might be frustrated. I found that there's two types of people: those that are like, oh, sweet, a machine, let's do that, that's going to be faster, and those who are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to talk to a machine. So I always try to be a little bit more animated, maybe when I'm talking to them, or right when they show up, just to let them know, hi, I'm real.
Yeah. So if I was one of those people, what would you say to me?
I would just, I say, hi, welcome to wherever, welcome to Charlotte, I'm Desiree. How are you today? Or, what's going on?
Get them to start talking to
Just
you.
get them to acknowledge, this isn't a machine, this is a real person. And that generally changes everything. And if they are nervous about it, they'll say right then, well, I don't know if I want to use a machine. Oh, it's really, really easy, don't worry. I just need your credit card and your driver's license, just like they would up there. I'll take care of it. It'll be really fast. You'll be out of here before those people on the line. And then, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's so interesting because it sounds like sometimes people maybe think that they're just going to get a tutorial or something. Do they?
Right.
Does it surprise people when they realize that there's?
Yes, and sometimes people don't realize that you're standing there. They'll come up and they'll push the button, and then I'm like, hey, pick up the phone, or typing, pick up the phone, and they'll just be standing there. Sometimes they'll pick their nose or do whatever, and then they realize it and they're like, oh, hi.
So
and then they're like, have you been there forever? Yeah, it's okay.
So people think they're alone, and then suddenly they're not.
Yeah,
that's
it's funny. It's funny.
Can you think of, and I'm not at all trying to put you on the spot, can you think of anything that's a memorable experience that you've had in dealing with a customer?
A memorable experience? You mean a good one, I'm sure. A good memorable
It could be good or bad, it doesn't make any difference, yeah.
Last week I was sitting by Corey. You're going to interview him soon. He's really nice. He's scruffy looking guy, and the kid that I was talking to just was like, hold on for a minute, hold on. And he turned the whole kiosk around to where I was facing Corey, and then we're just looking at each other, and we were both just shocked. And we were both laughing, and he was like, do you know him? And I was like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I love that
was
how old was this person? Was this a little kid?
No, he was 27, 28.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
just an adult.
Yeah, and he just turned the whole thing around, and he just wanted to see our reaction, I think, because he was just looking at us both, waiting.
I love that.
It was funny.
Turn the technology against you.
Yeah, and I was just talking too, and he just hangs the phone up. I thought he was going to walk away, and he just turned it.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I guess, just leave us with what is the best part about your job? About anything or everything, or
I think what I said to you before, it's just you get these little glimpses of places all over the states. And
is it the places that are interesting?
I think it's the people and the places, and you see, maybe someone that you didn't expect to be going here for this reason, and it's just interesting. I mean, it's the travel industry. It's supposed to be fun. And it is fun when you get to talking to people and seeing what's going on in their lives. It's interesting, to say the least.
Do you take into account so whenever you see a place, can you usually see what the weather's like? You were saying earlier you can see what the weather's like behind them.
There are windows.
You make jokes with people about
and especially if they're coming, you see their license. So if they're coming from New York or from Pennsylvania and they just got buried with a foot of snow, how lucky are you to be here in Florida? What are you doing? Are you working? Yeah, I have to work. But at least you're in Florida where it's nice and sunny, and they're like, yeah, that's true, or
Yeah.
Or we're only in Miami for a little bit. We're gonna fly out in a couple days. We're going to the Dominican Republic. You get travelers all the time too, and they always have interesting stories.
I love that people share those things with you.
They love to talk.
So you can kind of wind them up and get them started, and they'll just go.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so interesting. Well, cool. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Those are sweet boots.
Thank you.